Right then, lads, today we're going to be talking about these mystery cards. Now, what is 2K's thing with these? Like, we need to discuss what 2K's things with these, because at the moment, this is basically 2 content drops in a week. There's these, and then there's obviously the big ones on Friday. So, like, what is 2K's end goal with these? Like, let me know, guys, down in the comments what you guys think that 2K's end goal with these are. Is it just a garbage, just whatever pack? Like, we have to release something, so release these? Because, you know, Tuesdays tends to be a content day, but I'd argue this is a content day. So 2K just need to have something. And it seems like, because it's mystery, it seems like they have sort of like the excuse just to literally throw out anything, like just, you know, random number generator. It landed on 434, right, let's get a Demand Shumper card. It's landed on 237, right, let's get a Boris Dio card. Like, that generally seems what these mystery cards feel like. Like, there's no resemblance, there's no seemingly any reason why 2K dropped these on Tuesdays. So we're just gonna talk about like something that 2K did last season. Now, if you guys remember what 2K did last season, if I can actually find them, I think they're in here. Alright, so yeah, 2K dropped these cards. Finally found them after what seems like 37 minutes of searching, but 2K dropped these cards last season. Now, I was under the impression that throughout the entirety of the last year's season is if you evo all these cards, you can get a decent card. We've done it before. 2K has done it before. If you go to Domination, if you evo all these cards, you get a Pink Diamond Elgin Baylor. So there was literally no reason as to why we maybe thought otherwise, because it just seemed like the most normal, like, it just seemed like the most thing that made the most sense. I know you know, it is 2K and things that make sense is, yeah, a little bit, you know, it's very gray area with 2K and making sense. But like, in terms of making sense, this made perfect sense. Like, we had 4 cards that came out, but then on the 5th week we had no cards come out on Tuesday, which was a little concerning, because you'd think that maybe because no cards came out, maybe it's just a late drop, maybe, because, you know, sometimes 2K accidentally just make the cards late and then push them out not at the specific time, sometimes it's like 10-15 minutes late. So maybe we thought that, but literally nothing came out. So I don't know what 2K's deal with these were, but I'm even more confused with these mystery cards, because there seems to be absolutely just no reason as to why these cards are in the game. And also, I don't think I've seen one person run one of these cards. Like, maybe Darius Miles, he's actually a decent card, but in terms of like playing Triple Threat Online, I don't think I've seen one person run one of these cards. Again, maybe not because Trae Young is in the vault, maybe we'll see a few more Trae Youngs. But again, I don't know what 2K's reasoning for these cards are. Again, going back to what we had last season, it seemed like perfect sense that we would get a you know, potentially evo all these cards, get a Galaxy Opal that can be evoed into a Dark Matter. That just seemed like it would make the most sense, but 2K just didn't do it. Like, they just straight up just didn't do it. So it's left me even more confused with these mystery cards. I don't want to write them off as a failure yet, but the more that they get released, and maybe we'll find out on the last week of the season, the more they get released, it more just seems like, guys, we need content, but we don't know what to make on Tuesdays. It could be the easiest thing to do to make things on Tuesdays. Like, I don't know, I don't think it's too hard to create hype for a set. Like, this game's been pretty dead for like the past few days. Like, I'm still having fun with the game. I know a lot of people on Twitter aren't, which is, you know, that's its own thing, but I'm still having a lot of fun with the game using certain cards. I currently have no MT, so trying to get that MT back. But at the moment, with this game being, I don't know, the hype isn't there. And you would think with another sports game in MLB coming out, you'd think 2K would throw out a few decent punches, but they threw out a whip butt. It's like MLB came up, it's like this, you know, it's like a big heavyweight, and 2K is like a cruiserweight right now. They're fighting with nothing. So I don't know whether they just see MLB as just a 1 month thing and then everyone will be back to 2K, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It just seemed like, of all times, to drop a poor promo. Like, I love the Idols promo just because I got Carmelo Anthony out of it, but it seemed like a weird time to drop the Idols promo when you know that a competitor is coming out. You know on one console it's going to be free if you have Xbox Games Pass. You know it's free. So it just seemed like a weird day to drop a very poor, like, content drop. Again, I had no issues with it, but I know a lot of people did. Like, I know I was just chilling and I checked Twitter and everyone's just like, yeah, this content drop's kind of an L. And I'm just like, is it really that bad? It turns out it kind of was, to be fair. Like, even if we're just looking at these cards, because they're still in packs, Chris Bosh, not really much hype. Mello, people didn't like. Of course, I loved him. Billy Owens, Darren Williams, they're decent. The Pink Diamonds, no one really cares about. And the Center, the Amethyst and the Diamond, people don't really care for either. So you at least get in some promos. Like, you just look at some of the Pink Diamonds in certain promos, you think, they actually look like decent cards. And again, these cards are somewhat decent. Like, you can use Warwick, you can use Mo Peterson, but it's just, there was just no hype for this promo. Again, it's just, not many people, obviously people know Darren Williams, people know Mo Peterson. Like, the casual people don't really know who these people are. Kirk Heinrich, obviously, you know, people know who he is. Michael Sweetney, not that many people know who Michael Sweetney is. Like, not many casual fans know who he is. Like, and people just like, I don't know, it's like a weird mentality of like, it's names. People get hyped for names. People saw Carmelo Anthony on Twitter, they got hyped, but then the rest of the promo's kind of dead. It's so, I don't know what 2K's reason is for dropping this idol set, and I definitely don't know what 2K's reason is for dropping these mystery cards, because just no one's hyped for these, man. No one's hyped for these. Dio is actually probably one of the best cards they've dropped, to be honest. Like, he's actually a really good card in terms of the mystery set. But again, what's the reason for this mystery set? If we look back at some of their other sets, like we just look at some of these like throwback moments, again, probably a dead promo, but at least there was an end goal. You get every single card, you get an Opal Klay Thompson. These moments cards, another dead promo. I don't know why 2K doing with these moments cards. Again, there just seems to be no progression towards anything. Again, with these Season 3 cards, you get all of these, you got a Will Chamberlain. It's just, there's seemingly no progression as to why we should get these cards. Yes, one or two of them are decent, but there's, like, who is buying Derek? Well, Derek Jones Jr. is probably not the best one. Who's buying Coutinho Mobley? Like, genuinely, who's buying him? Like, just looking at him, he looks like a decent card. 96 3-pointer, 85 driving dunk, 6'4", so he's instantly probably not going to be used. Like, give us a reason to buy these cards. Because at the moment, like, there's a few cards here that I'd maybe consider picking up. Gerald Green, he's always fun to use. Dennis Smith, Derek Jones, they're always fun to use. But at the moment, I'm only picking them up for XP because there's literally no reason to own these cards. There's no reason to go out and purchase these cards. Even with these out of position cards, no one's locking in this set, but at least you get 250 tokens out of it whenever 2K decide to update the token market. But again, with every single other one of these sets, there always seems to be an end goal. There always seems to be something to strive for. But again, like with moments cards, with these mystery packs, there seems to be no end goal, which is a little unfortunate. Again, you could argue with these Pantheon packs, they were brand new, and obviously you had hype around them, so you didn't necessarily need a lock-in. You had Shaq, you had Kobe, and then in the Pantheon set 2, you had Zion, you had MJ. This Pantheon All-Star set in general was insane, how good it was. And it's just like, I go back to like Inferno set, brilliant. Age of Heroes, people are mixed about what the Age of Heroes thing was. I'm considering it probably an N, just because if you go try and buy MJ right now, like yeah, it's kind of almost impossible to buy him at somewhat a decent price. A decent price for MJ back then was like 700k. I'd be very surprised if you buy an MJ for 700k. Like the Radioactive set, really good set. These mystery packs, they just ain't it, man. They just ain't it. So let me know, guys, down in the comments what you guys' thoughts on these mystery packs are. Let me know, just dude, the thoughts on the game in general, because the game in general at the moment seems to be, I don't know, it's in a bit of a weird spot. Like, you think this time last year we had the first out of position set, so we had obviously we had the Diamond Westbrook come out, we had a few of the other out of position cards. We also had the Kobe Bryant spotlights. So there's nothing to grind in this game at the moment. If you have obviously Dharma and JR, there's no reason to be on this game. Yes, they've sort of created a reason now in terms of like Trae Young and Kat are now in the game, but obviously they're now in the Triple Threat offline. They've already been in the game online, but and in Triple Threat online, it is a reason to grind. But no one likes playing Triple Threat online because the game is garbage. Like, the gameplay itself is one of the worst 2Ks we've had in a while. So again, there's no reason to grind this game at the moment. The gameplay is awful, so no one just wants to play it for fun. Unlimited's the worst game mode I've ever played in a 2K, and I've played Supermax, and Supermax is horrible. So yeah, the game's in a weird position at the moment, and these mystery packs kind of are a perfect encapsulation of what this game mode is at the moment, and that is that it's a mystery. That's it. So that's it for the video, boys. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you guys have enjoyed the video, smash a like on the video. It does help me out a ton. I'll see you guys all later. Take care. Love you all. I want to give a massive shout out to Hans, Lewis, Wallow, Casey, Magic Magpie, Michael, Mario Santos, Kia, Hammer, Jack, Lindsay, and Josh's mum. Thank you guys so much for all your support.